Wow. How's it? Welcome to the upper room, the late show. Fancy seeing you guys here again. I think for the majority of you in the comments and the chat, I was just on the It's Not Okay TV show. Ooh, that's nice. That was fun. Anyway, thanks for coming through, you guys. Welcome to the late show. Today's show number 9, is the rabbit hole. Now we're gonna get into what the rabbit hole is all about today. You probably already know since you've seen the thumbnail. Yeah, but we're gonna go down it. On Thursday, we've got the World Cup starting. I've got my sort of World Cup regalia, but I kind of want to go down through a bit of a memory lane trip down the World Cup situation. All right. Now, before I do that, Clinton, are you ready in the background over there? Special guest. I know some of you have been looking forward to see him. Let me actually, you know what? Let me turn this up. He was one of the very first guests, right? Now, let's give him a proper welcome. I'm gonna give you a proper welcome there, Clinton. Give me a second. 1, 2. Let me get my media correct. All right, let me get my media correct. Let's do this. Here we go. This is the one. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the upper room, the late show, Clinton.
I don't want peace.
Design.
I want problems always.
How's it?
It's me.
What it is? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna do this.
How you doing, bro?
I'm very well. Let me do this quickly. There you go. Welcome back, man.
Thank you,
welcome.
Man.
Welcome.
Thanks. I'm glad to be back. Yeah. I had some huge problems, but I'm here.
Good. Welcome. Have you haven't been to the late show yet, have you? The late show. No. Okay. Well, welcome to the late show. Yeah, you came to the Sunday lunch show, which is kind of a, it's the day show. Well, this is the late show. So ons kan praat soos manne. Right?
Remember we did that late show one Friday. One Friday night we did the late show.
Oh yeah, but that was the first one, the first iteration of it. Let me get the comments in here, guys. Welcome. I don't want to disrespect no one. Thank you for coming through. We got Nomad. You remember Nomad? What's up, everyone? Nomad. Yeah. And we got Renee. How's it? Yeah. Earlier we were. You remember her, right? Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you know. She's just changed her surname.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's right. A couple of weeks ago.
Getting away from the tax man?
Well, probably. Hang on. Let me turn down my. How's the sound, you guys? How's the sound? Let me just do this. I think my sound is a little too loud. How's my sound to you, Clinton?
Yeah, I think my camera's too high. I can hear you perfectly.
I know you good. Okay. Cool.
We should have done this before, Peter Swagger.
Well, but you were busy talking. That's all right. This is all natural. But yeah, we were busy catching up. We have a lot to catch up on.
Yeah. So when they change the surname, which means I'm about to change someone else's surname.
That's right. Yeah. So congratulations. I'm just gonna let you guys in the comments know that my man's over here is engaged. You're engaged? I think.
Yep.
I think we are the first people to know this, aren't we?
Yeah, you're
kind of the first.
Yeah, I'm trying to convince her to come show her face just now, but we'll see. You'll see. I don't know if she's brave enough.
We'll see. Okay. Well, congrats to her. I take it she's there with you in the back there.
Yes, she is. Yeah. I got a one bedroom or a bathroom. Yeah, she's in the bathroom, which means I can hear it. So I'm trying my best to make the headphones a little bit more noise suppressant.
Okay. Well, let's see. You got to. Can we do a sound check? Because I know the past couple of shows I've had a bit of an issue with sound. How's the sound, you guys? Let me know in the comments. I'm watching them now. Yeah. And welcome all bots. We've got Cheers, by the way. Remember when we first early show? This is one of the newest members. Welcome, Cheers. Cheers, I think, is going through a bit of what's his name? A flu or something like that. Yeah, that's him. And then yeah, man. Joey is in the chat over here. Also, I just saw him earlier. We were hanging out. Yeah.
Joey.
He says, "Hey guys, I'm leaving the studio home in 20 minutes. They can." Oh, okay, cool.
See, now that's gonna be for me because when I get home, I get active with someone else. You guys are gonna get ignored.
Bing bong! Look at this guy. You're flexing already. Yeah. So yeah. Pull in, everyone. And also, damn loud. Am I too loud? Let me turn down my stuff. If I'm too loud, that's fine. Okay, good.
I'm a bit soft. Okay, hang on, let me try that. And now am I a bit louder?
You should.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is balanced. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Actually, that's good. That's good. Well, thank you, Matty G. So, dude, congratulations. Just wanted to let you know that. Yeah.
Thank you.
I am pretty sure the ladies in the in the chat would want to know how you asked.
I said, "Will you marry
me?" I don't want to put you on the spot. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No. That's another story for another time. Put it that way.
Okay, that's fine. Cool. Gotcha.
Okay. Gotcha. This is the weirdest thing. It's a case of mutual kind of agreement more than will you marry me? And the reason is that because we had some other issues, obviously caused by my insecurities. But I'm a dude, so I don't have any insecurities.
Right.
And yeah, as a result of that, I was like, wow, like all of a sudden there's someone intelligent, someone I can talk to, somebody that actually challenges me within. And I was like, but surely she's way out of my league because she's way too pretty. So the whole time I was waiting, I always just thought I'm second best. And then she started proving more and more that I am good enough. Ooh. And what did I do? I then made an idiot of myself to kind of push her away. But yeah, so it was a mutual agreement and it was worthwhile. Okay. Now she's just walking, standing here smiling at me.
It's a mutual agreement, a good I'll look out for you, you look out for me. I've got stuff, you've got stuff. Let's work it out. Yeah.
The worst part is I turned 44 on, when was it? The 27th of May, I turned 44. We went to Mykonos for a week. And there was a second week we were together. And I finally realized that, when you grow old, you do mature. And I have learned from my other past relationships. And I said to her, look, I'm going to tell you, if I tell you I love you, it's because I've never felt like this about someone. She's like, oh, I bet you tell every girl that. I'm like, yeah, I did. Because every girl makes me feel good. And then I realized that she's learned from her relationships, and it was time for me to learn from my relationship. So she was willing to kind of put everything on the line, and she didn't want to get her heart broken. And of course, as tough as I am, I don't want to get my heart broken either. So it was a case of maturing and admitting that all the cliches and all the advice I got was probably the best. Yeah. And then I thought, let's be adults about it. And she was the one that I kept on saying, oh, but you've had you've dated this guy and this guy and this guy. She's like, yeah, but they've all been different, and I learned from them. So proudly, I did apparently.
Oh boy! I'm hearing that echo. This is going to be nuts. But okay, so what did you learn? I know you might have said something, but is there something like you can pick at like?
Yeah, I learned a lot about myself. Don't judge yourself. When people say, like, when women say it's not about looks, it's about personality. Sometimes they are being honest. And to me, I mean, I know in my mind, the only person sexy in my mind is me. But I have seen a mirror before, so I know, I know I'm not the best looking dude. But I also know that you can't be in bed all the time. I don't want to say the word because even this lady, you can't be in bed all the time. You need to talk. So all of a sudden, I meet this girl, and she's the one that actually, I guess I don't even want to admit this or not, but she decided that she's going to take things slow and nothing's going to happen fast and instantly. So I remember our first everythings, which I was 14 years old, which at my age I thought I'd never remember first that and first year and there. I tell you all of it, all the details and everything. And that already showed me, hang on a second, why is she taking things slow? I was like, because I'm just looking for the next option. But it wasn't that. The memories that we've made so far in the space of a month is unbelievable. And I'm not infatuated. I'm not going to, I tell her I love her every day, but I told the other day, it's not the fact that I actually love her. It's the fact that I love the fact that I'm able to now open my heart to her again. That's the love
Oh,
I
yeah,
have for her. So
that-
really, my heart is opening up, and I mean, I don't want my heart broken again. Nobody does.
oh man, that's a strong sign of maturity. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, no, and just being there, getting there emotionally. Ooh, I mean,
yeah.
you said, right? Is it pressure of time or is just sheer?
It's open conversation that is so difficult. I was thinking, yeah, I'm very open-minded. I'll tell you exactly how I feel, exactly how I think, and then we start doing it, and all of a sudden, I can't say what like I always thought I'll tell a girl, I'll take a girl home, and I'll tell her this and this and this. Then I have a
Yeah.
girl that wants to hear that, and I'm like, I actually can't. And then this is the final. Okay, I'm going to tell you the final straw is this. We move into a new apartment. The TV's broken, but we can't work out if it's a remote or if it's the TV. I look on the couch and she's sitting with her phone in her hand and she's shining the remote into a phone camera. Because if you do that with a TV remote, if the batteries are working, the light flashes like a purple light on
Yeah,
your
yeah,
TV.
yeah.
And I was looking at
Ah.
it thinking, wow, what I know of her is beautiful. I would never looked at her in that way. And come on, beautiful chicks are normally a little bit dumb and corky. So this chick's sitting doing that. I'm like, so all the intelligent things she said along the way have actually really been intelligent. And I couldn't apologize for telling her that I think she's a bit stupid.
Mm.
So I had to kind of go, well, yeah, maybe I've taken this the wrong way. And then when she decided to tell me, listen, she'd rather actually just not be with me. I was like, okay, well, why not? And she said, because I see her as looking for something better. And that's not what she's here for.
Right.
I was like,
Okay.
wow, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I thought. I was exactly waiting for other, I got options kind of thing. And yeah, from there, everything changed. And since then, every day, I mean, we've been together every day and we just talk and she makes me laugh. She nips me when I say something stupid. She costs me a lot of money when I go out, but that's because I want to now spend some of my money on someone. Like she's worth it.
Would you
Because any other
say
girlfriend I've had,
she has a sense of humor, right? Would you say she has
oh,
a
the
sense
best sense of humor ever. Literally, even I'm like, oh my god, can't believe she said that.
AKA that she laughs at your jokes. Is that what
Yeah,
you
and
mean?
if she doesn't like my
That's
jokes,
what
she
you
makes
mean.
sure she tells me.
Oh, okay.
She tells me, listen, like, well, that's not funny, or she makes me feel like I was a little child, like a naughty child.
All right.
But then when
Yeah.
it comes to being an adult and mature things and that, like money and finances and that, she's just as intelligent, just as sharp. She's watching out for me. She's the one that looks out for me. As I said, I went to Mykonos. There's a casino there, so I went and drew as much money as I could every day. And she turned around and said to me, "Listen, yes, you did win, but let's take that win and pay for the holiday. Let's do that rather." And she made sure that was there. I was willing to go back to the casino every night. Eventually, I hired another house. I had a house in Mykonos to stay there because I won every day.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. It
Yeah,
sounds
so-
like you need her around to just keep you sensible, right?
And I never thought I did. 'Cause I don't know. You know the whole story. I disappeared. So my new logic that she's taught me is when I suffered alone. But now that I'm willing to succeed, I've got the right person. I've chosen to succeed with me.
Ooh.
Because in the space of one day, I lost absolutely everything in my house, everything, all my podcast stuff, my laptop, all of that. All I had when I left my house was a chain around my neck, mom and dad.
I mean, that's
So yeah.
that's what happened a couple of months ago because everyone in the chat here, I think, was around when you were one of the first guests on the channel, and I guess maybe I did promise that you might give us a tale of your. Can you give us a thingy? Or like, what do you think? What can you tell
I'll
us?
gladly give you a tale, but I think some people are going to probably judge me and look down on me. But you know what? I actually don't care. As I said, I'm an adult now, and I've got someone that cares. So let's start with this. The day my house changed ownership, the name changed ownership. The guys who bought the house kind of strong on me out. My sister lived on the same property, and she's got an autistic son that was watching this. And I looked through the window, and I thought, "Yo, let me just go," thinking I'll get paid in a day or two. So I got an Uber straight to the middle of Parkwood where I used to sit and tuk. I had 800 Rand in my pocket. I got out the Uber and I went straight to the tuk dealer and I took myself dwanky for 3 days solid until I was hungry and had no money left.
Oh my God, man. You went on a bender.
I went, but I hadn't smoked now. I hadn't smoked for over a year. So I rehabbed myself. I didn't need to, but I don't know why. I just did that. 800 Rand gone.
Yeah.
And then I realized I need an ID book to get my bank account to the house money is paid into, and I
Okay.
don't have an ID because every time I was supposed to go get an ID, I took that money as well. So now I
Yeah.
find money and I get the money from ID. I go to Home Affairs, tell them I'm disabled, so I go to the front of the queue. They tell me 2 weeks, and I went to go live in the slum, literally with absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Like people wouldn't even
Yeah.
give me a 50 cigarette. And
God
from there,
damn.
I waited 10 weeks for my ID book. 10 weeks of having absolutely no money. I have no
Yo.
family to ask. I had nobody. I've never asked people for money in my life. So I literally lived in a hockey on the side of a river or like a canal, and I had absolutely nothing, no money, no food, no nothing. But everyone who knew that I was getting money, they were all my friends. And then when
Yeah.
my ID book came, the day that I went, because I went to Home Affairs every week, once a week. The day my ID was there, ready and there, I'll never forget. I went to Time Bank, opened a bank account, and my biometrics all matched for the first time ever.
Oh, right.
And I'm so excited in my life that I ran home, or I ran back to the taxi rank, got a taxi back to Parkwood, messaged all my
Yeah.
bank details at ABSA, and she said you can only do it in a week's time. And I was like, oh shit. So another week I waited, and in that week, everybody said to me, listen, bro, you're not getting any money. So I was like,
What?
okay, well, let's see how things go. And yeah, I woke up one morning on the floor in a bungalow on the side of the canal, and my phone beeped. And actually, I sold my phone first of all for more drugs. That's the phone I had. And
Yeah. Shit.
yeah, believe it or not, this was recently. So I haven't smoked since then, but I sold my phone for more drug money. I got a new phone just to borrow from somebody, and I woke up one morning and there was a beep, and I've never seen so many numbers in a message ever before.
Ah.
So yeah,
This is
and my
just
money was
people
there
trying
and
to get
ready.
hold of
And
you.
that day,
Yeah.
say again.
Jeez, man. I was just saying, people who were trying
Yeah,
to
but
get
I
a
mean,
hold of you. Yeah.
they couldn't. No, but nobody wanted to get hold of me. Nobody really cared. I mean, no family, no friends, nothing. So I wasn't really worried. But when I saw how much money I actually got compared to what I thought I was getting, I was like, wow, you know what? That kind of money changes lives. So it's either I'm changing mine now or I'm fucking it up. There's the two
Right.
options.
Right. And
And for some reason,
and-
I got in a taxi. We got to Weinberg, went to Sports Scene, bought a whole new Gap because I had the same clothes on for like 2 weeks. Bought a whole new outfit and stood in the middle of Maynard Mall going, why am I in Weinberg? Of all places, where do you go from Weinberg?
that was the
And I
first
bought
thing.
a phone.
You
Yeah,
the
I got
disc
a pair of
line.
shoes. I got a pair of shoes, a red bat hoodie, red bat tracksuit pants, and a phone. And yeah, since then I've changed my whole life.
My goodness. So
That's the gist.
that's good timing. Yo, that's a hell of a story. Holy crap. This happened recently? Yo,
Yeah,
that's a
I mean, it was the 19th of January until the 1st of May. I was living in the absolute slums.
God, bro. Had no idea, man. Shit.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
had nothing. I mean, there was an old man that lives on the canal. He's like the mayor of the area. He used to come up to me and give me like 50 rand, so you go buy yourself something to eat. And I always bought food. When he gave me money, I always bought food. So he was always there for me, him and his wife. And he's almost a pastor. He's starting to be a minister. And that. So the day my money came, I bought a car, and I made the mistake of driving into that place with my brand new car. And everyone was like, okay, he must be rich, running after me. So I waited 2 weeks, and I phoned him and said, Uncle Dani, meet me down the road. And I took him and his wife to Pick and Pay, and I let them do like a trolley dash, like everything they ever wanted, like into a trolley. And yeah, so I feel good that I paid him back, gave him money to fix his car. And he's like,
good.
oh, that's way too much. Like, no, it's not.
So, man, this happened recently. That's a roller coaster. Bit of a story.
Yeah.
Really. Let's get to the comments real quick. Yeah, I know Recon is back in the building. Hey, what's up, Recon? Welcome to the late show. Yeah, I'm so glad that Echo is gone. Yeah, yeah, and Renee says, yeah, sorry to hear that, Clinton. I mean, that it couldn't have been easy. Couldn't have been. I mean, that's not.
Yeah,
But
when I don't need sorry, because I knew the whole time that I was doing drugs originally that something was going to come and bite me in the future. I knew it. So when I stopped taking, what, 2 years ago, I stopped just because I saw I knew I'd broken my mom's heart. She'd passed away. I needed to stop, and I just stopped. So now I don't need a sorry or sympathy or anything. It's almost like I feel proud of myself. Like a congratulations for getting out of it again. Because I could have stayed as down as I was, but it's stupid little things that kept me motivated. Like buying a new cap for 600 rand or buying a hoodie for 1,000 rand. You know, that was more money than anybody in the whole place had. So when I was able to do that, it made me feel like, okay, cool. Life can go back to normal.
You can bounce back. You know.
Yeah, but being materialistic isn't cool. But unfortunately, it was being materialistic that's kind of pulled me out of the hole I was in, and that's what I had to admit to myself. And then I was like, okay, take it easy. Let's go one day at a time. Buy what you need, not what you want.
Right.
And since then, it's the only thing I did buy. I bought a car that I wanted, which was a little bit more expensive than I thought it'd be, and I took 10,000 rand and I went and I blew 10,000 rand on takeaways and I don't drink, so it was like takeaways, random stuff. And then the day that I put on a card, and the day that I went out, I'm trying to think where I was in Claremont at Adidas, and I swiped the card and it said declined, and I was like, okay, cool, leave the shoes there, I don't need them. And I walked out. That was my party money, my blow it up money was gone.
You okay, so you scratched that itch.
Yeah, that's that 10,000 rand. That's all I put aside to like literally blow. And then I went to the Grand West one night, and that was it. And since then, it's helped me mature. It's helped me grow.
Okay, I wanna read something here from the chat. What do you guys think? First of all, man, hell of a story. I'm sure you guys have questions. So what I want to do here is I'm gonna open up the Discord. I got the Discord channel open. If you got clips or videos or whatever, dump them in there. If you got questions for Clinton, holla. I mean, I'm sure you got some. Let's see what Chase has to say. Yeah, that's a hell of a story. To pick yourself up from where you were is hard as hell. Glad you found real support and strength. Well, congrats, man. Yeah.
Let me explain kind of how down it actually was. And I didn't even realize it. I've always been the type of guy, like, if I can't have a shit in my toilet, I don't go anywhere. Like, to me, camping means there's room service. So the least I expect is a decent bathroom and a toilet and that. So to go from that to just sitting on a bucket outside or shitting in an outside toilet, to me, that was like so far down. But in the day that I didn't have 5 rand to buy a roll of toilet paper, and I said, where am I going to get toilet paper? And they said, but stinge out with water or use newspaper. I was like, well, my bum can't read, and I've never wiped my ass with water. And that's when I realized, like, that is as low as I could be. And you know, when you're washing in a bucket, and it's like, and it's not really a wash, it's more like a cowboy splash with dirty water. I've never done that. I'd shower 3 times a day at home. And then I thought, hold on, maybe I'm being a little bit judgmental, because those people that I lived with, they live that's their lifestyle. So all I did was just, you know what, let me adapt to this lifestyle. Let me be with them. Rather than better than them, rather than cooler, I'm going to be on their level rather. And that way they accepted me. So that's why I always I had at least a meal a day. Somebody would help me out. There'd always be somebody there to help me, because I didn't think I was better than anyone. And that's what made me realize, hang on, I've humbled myself like to absolute rock bottom. But that's somebody's normal. That's these people's normal. So how could it be my rock bottom?
Right.
That's that in mind. And you know, these people, they're also all 90% of the people that live there are all drug addicts. Old people, young people, they're all drug addicts. Okay. They can't give 5 rand each to buy 1.5 liter Coke. But if I asked for a pakkie tuk that was 30 rand, we could all get the money together quickly.
Oh, hectic.
And that became the norm. So you come to say, I need barbecue spice for the supper, that would be like, whoa, shit, don't have, sorry. But come and say, I need a pakkie for after the supper, bro. Here we go. Yeah, go deal, go buy.
There's a couple of comments that maybe let's get the chat talking over here. I think this is Renee's replying to you, mentioning to what you said earlier about pity. You don't want pity. You made a choice. It's a good thing, but sorry that you had to go through that. She says. We've got. We'll get to you, Clinton. What's your coping mechanism? What works best for you now? Is it still clothes, etc., or is there something else now that gets you through low days? And I think this is also something that Matt was asking, Clinton. What's your anchor? What do you think?
Basically, I remember, like, I don't have mom or dad to turn to. I've got a sister and her husband. Like, my only family I have is my sister and her husband and two nephews. I used to see them every single day. The day I left in January, my sister also then said I wasn't allowed to go to her new house because my other aunt that I don't like at all, she convinced my sister I'd gone back to the drugs and that I'd steal from her, whatever, which I'd never done. Then my anchor became knowing that I have faith in a God. That was my first anchor. So I didn't spend every night lying there praying for better circumstances because I know God can't give me material things. He couldn't pass me food. He's not going to pass me money to get out of the slum. But he might send somebody who's been raised in a different way that to come and help me. So whatever their faith is and however the Lord has made them kind of live their life, I might benefit. And then when it became money and I set aside budgets for how I'm going to live an absolutely like luxury lifestyle.
Yep.
And for the first week and a half I did. And then I met Mon, my I won't say fiance just yet, but my girlfriend. And she also knows what it's like to be up at the top. She knows down at the bottom. And she made me realize, hold on a second, God's obviously sent this person to me. And her faith is strong, her family bond is strong. And it's, so I never ever prayed because Jelly Roll said you only pray to God when you need a favor. I didn't need a favor. I need a rescue. That's what I thought. Oh, why bother? Why bother? So and now my anchor is basically knowing that my mom and dad would. I mean, my mom would be proud of where I am. So right now, that's all that's keeping me going. Is that I just thought of my mom and dad looking down and going, you know what? Yeah, you're doing okay, bro. You're actually doing okay now. That's keeping me going.
Solid anchor there, you know. Yeah.
And I mean, I don't live near there. I don't live near where I was. So like now, I'm living on the beach in Muizenberg. I can see the beach from my window. You know, drug addicts don't go up in life. I can't stay down. I can't. It isn't like, you know, just for me.
I tell you, small things. It's a small thing. We've got the More Croc Show in the building. Yeah, he says that's pretty hardcore. I suppose so. It is. It definitely is. This is how's the More Croc Show. Recon. You guys are chatting. There you go. You guys are having a good time. So, dude, I'm glad you are on the come up. It sounds like you're on a heavy come up. This is pretty good. Congratulations. And then,
well, it's been a month, like just over a month that I haven't smoked. I haven't took it all. And you know what? The only thing I miss is the kind of the friendships that I had around the Tuk Lolly. Because I'm telling you, like, I don't think I'm intelligent, but I know I'm on a certain level of like intellect and all and that. But that dumbass that conversation where you literally people are busy doing smoking drugs, looking at each other, and all you can think of is where we're getting more from. So I'd always just throw in something, and everybody said to me, "Yeah, he likes kakprat, he likes kakprat." I'm like, no, I like making idiots of all of you, but I'm one of the idiots, one of the crew. I miss that kind of, you know, there's a certain weird camaraderie around drugs. Like all different gangsters will sit together until it's finished. Then all of a sudden it's a fight. Things like that. Like that's the funniest part. So all the people change the moment it's finished. So the moment I've got a Tuk Lolly in my hand and it's full, I've got as many friends as I want. And I took advantage of that. I miss that kind of thing, the stupid humor and the dumbassness and all that. But I don't miss it enough to go back to it.
Yeah, man. Man, we need you back out here. You know what I mean. So what are your sort of next steps on this? I don't even know if that's.
Finally, first time in my life, I got a few like kind of life goals and future plans and all that. So now I want to get married probably only next year. This year I'm going overseas. I'm going to Dubai on the 1st of July. I wanted to go to Vegas for International Fight Week at UFC, and then I saw how much it would cost, and I was like, I can't go alone. I have to take the wifey with. So yeah, we're going to Dubai for 2 weeks, and then after that I'm going to go to New Zealand or Australia to see a friend of mine, and she's coming home. And then when I get home, she starts studying a degree in psychology, I think, which means she's got issues. And I've got a few more businesses that are getting up and running again, and hopefully they'll be up and running. And I'm going to cheers for Peter's swagger so that he doesn't wear Springbok rugby jerseys anymore.
Well, listen, dude, I do appreciate this Springbok rugby jersey. This is legacy. This is more than just the style. This is representation. You know. And by the way, just everyone in the chat, real quick. Thank you for jumping on the upper room. Hit like and subscribe. You know, last week we got one new subscriber. Can you believe that, Clinton? We got one new guy.
Yeah, I think it was me. It was me in my new profile.
Oh, there you go. Well, thanks. Thanks for resubscribing. Cool. So, dude, Clinton, I'm glad you're back.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping that you're going to reignite your YouTube channel.
Of course, that's my biggest plan is to do that. My biggest plan. And I mean, now I've got my view that I had on everything is now just I kind of reiterated, which makes me feel positive. So luckily, I never changed myself and my views. I just changed my lifestyle and things that I did. And I think if my views had changed, I really would have felt like an imposter. But right now, I just feel like someone who's just here. You know, now I feel like I exist.
Yeah.
And then this girl that I met, I don't know, she makes me feel like it's worth existing for her sake. And I never thought someone would make me feel like that.
Hey,
My
that's a
nephews, yeah, I got to introduce her to my nephews too. I can't believe it. Like, I pulled up with my new Range Rover at my nephew's. The youngest
yeah.
nephew, Jesse, he was absolutely amazed because you turn the car on and the gear lever comes like up in the middle. But he didn't care about that. After 2 seconds of going, "Who's this?" I'm like, "This is my girlfriend." He was like, "Oh, really?" The hug goes to her first. So he loves her. My sister loves her. My brother-in-law, he's gets with her. I'm like, that's what I wanted. That family. I can see she's going to be included in a new family bond, and that's what I want. That's basically.
A purpose, sort of a reason to live beyond one's own self, right? So yeah,
Mm.
that's it's also a reason to upgrade one's own self. That's pretty cool, man, that's pretty awesome. We got Chantal in the building. She's popping in to say how's it. She's gonna go make Connor's lunchbox. All right, then it's Club Duvet. All right, thanks, Chantal. Yeah, she was hanging out with us
Yeah,
at
man.
the yeah, it's not okay TV earlier, and we've got Negri Spoon.
Okay.
Hey, what's up? Thank you so much for coming through, guys. We've got
Hey, what's up,
Mo
Milo Giggles?
Mile Giggles. That's him right there. That's him right there. Yeah. Mo Croc says,
The Romanian champion commentator.
yeah, that's him. From
Yeah, from Tukloli to Dubai. Yeah, that's
that's a hell of a story arc, you know?
Yeah. You know, the thing is, if I didn't have like a different mindset shift, and I didn't meet this girl, and that it wouldn't have been like that. It would have been from the Tukloli to a Dubai's worth of Tuk. I probably would have took all my money out. I probably would have stayed there, and I would have dragged everything out. Like every single cent would have been gone. But I realized that now that I was finished with that. I was so bored of it when I stopped the first time.
Mhm.
So when I went back there, and all of a sudden there's like I spent 800 rand on drugs the first night. You know, I was sitting there and I could feel myself like my eyes going like this. I was like drool coming at my mouth. I thought, wow, mommy must be so proud now. Mom must be so proud now. And yet, what did I do? I just carried on. My sister sent me 150 rand cash in. Yeah, sent 150 rand cash in. I think it was 60 rand for Tuk. It was 90 rand left. So it was like a cool drink and a this and a that. It all went to drugs. I didn't spend a cent of it on cool
All
drink
of
or
it.
anything. Like when the drugs are finished, I want more. I didn't want food or anything. Hungry as I was, no, didn't even buy
God,
toilet paper.
just the grip has just gotcha. Holy man, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, and now, yeah, I think now it's love and infatuation with somebody that's got me going. But to me, it's my faith.
right. Keeping you
Yeah,
together there. Ches is only recently finding out who Negri Spoon is. He's only recently finding out. Yeah, man. I think so too. Mo Croc Show says that's amazing, Clinton. Yeah, look, you know, inner strength and all of that. You know, it's I don't even know how to articulate or what to articulate in the matter, but
yeah. I mean, you know,
hey,
there's so many things that happen like within this time, like little other stories that happened, like living with a bunch of people that basically steal and rob and that all day, every day to get their drug habit and that, and then I'm sitting there with them and the police and just different things like over and over and over that happened. And if I think about them, I wrote them down. I was going to tell Peter Swagger all of
yeah,
this, like I had it all planned. For some reason, I just thought, it's actually there's no value to telling it. It'll basically bring the people that helped me, the people that I lived with that helped me get through those few months as
mm,
fucked up as I was. It would actually just bring them down. And really, I
right,
know I was the only white guy in the whole of this little shanty town in Parkwood, but they all knew me. They all know me now, still to this day. So now they all think I owe them money. I said, look, I do have money, but how do you think I paid for the car I drive? So yes, I've got a nice car, but the money you had to pay for the car. But they don't see that, and I knew they wouldn't see that. I knew they would see. Hang on a second, you must have money you've got money for petrol for the car. You can give it to me to smoke, and then you can just push the car to the garage.
yeah, you go. That's the logic, right? That's the logic.
Yeah.
So
So
that
and
yeah, Wait, no.
Okay, hold on a second. What is that? Dylan Combrick. Whoa, hang on a second. Let's see that drugs are bad. No, they're not. No, they are not. I'm sorry. Drugs are awesome. Let me be
Yeah.
honest. Drugs are awesome. Drugs are. I'd rather buy 5 grams of tuk than buy 5 cases of beer. Because trust me, I've never wanted to beat up a woman after the 5 grams of tuk, but 5 cases of beer, I want to beat anybody up.
Oh man,
I
that's
guess not. Never hit a woman in my life, but you know what it is. When you're drunk, you do stuff that you shouldn't do. When you're high on drugs, you feel amazing. You forget
right.
that there's a come down and you have to pay for more in the morning. But to me, drugs are awesome. Drugs are absolutely awesome. You just never hear a positive story about drugs. That's the problem. And you remember back in the day, weed was a drug, but now weed is legal. Now people don't talk about it like it's a drug anymore. It was still a drug. It's still a drug. If you look at Nelson Mandela was arrested and sentenced under laws we didn't agree with, but he was still in the end of the day a criminal.
All right.
He broke the law of the country he lived in. So
What do
now
you
weed
reckon?
is now. But it's still a drug. And how many people smoke weed because it's nice and it relaxes them? That's fine. I smoke tuk because it took me normal. So
You're
drugs
making
are
an
cool.
You're making a positive argument for drugs.
No,
For
I'm making. Yeah, my point is this: it's your mindset and the reason for doing it that makes it good or bad. Like I tell my mom, I don't always know what's right or wrong, but I always know what's good or bad. So you can make a wrong decision or a right decision, which doesn't affect you, but it only affects you.
Right.
But make a good decision or a bad decision, and it affects everyone around you. And my decision started affecting me and everyone around me, and it was because of drugs. So I had to say, look, do I want to let everybody down permanently, or do I want to sort myself out for their sake and for my sake and leave the drugs? Because I won't go back to it. I know for a fact I'll never go back to it. But if somebody says to me, dude, it's my bachelor party coming up, here's a tuk lolly, I would seriously say maybe. I would say no, but I would push towards the yes if I could. Because drugs are cool. Drugs are just, if you're addicted to brandy and coke, same thing. I was addicted to tuk.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, like, it's interesting to hear that perspective because you're right. All of this is a mindset, but also when you say there's the physical reality of the dependence, actual
Bro, you
physical
can see
reality.
I'm missing a truth. That's the physical reality.
Yeah. And it's a consequence.
That's drugs. That's fear. Look at that. Like, it looks so sexy. My mom loved my smile. That's pure tuk. That's all it is. It makes your teeth terrible. I always have good teeth. So what it does to you physically is pretty crappy. But I've got a brother. My brother-in-law's cousin has got metal plates in his head from a bottle of brandy. The difference is you can't see the bottle of plate. So it's like your vice almost. And I learned so much from people who have nothing. Like I'm convinced Ellen Pakis didn't kill her son for stealing stuff from her. I'm convinced she killed him because he didn't give her the lolly quick enough.
Oh, is it?
That son, yeah, she killed her son because he kept on stealing from her. I think she was smoking with him and she just really wanted that squirt, and he wouldn't give it, or he didn't give it quick enough. So drugs change you.
It alters one's mind. Then it's a rough one because on the one hand you're saying, and this is more of an observation. On the one hand you're saying it alters your mind, and then on the other hand you're saying you kind of have to have mental strength.
Oh yeah, no. The Mock Rock show. He says addiction. Some things are more accepted by society. That's 100% true. But the thing is, once you're an addict for everything. Like I was addicted to Hollywood bets and I was addicted to gambling. When I got money now, the first thing I did was spend money on gambling and Hollywood bets. I won 10,000 Rand on Plinko, that Bali drop thing, the one night sitting at Mykonos. The next night I won 18,000 Rand on the slot game, and the next night I won 10,000 Rand on another slot game, all 3 nights in a row. So I drew that money cash and went to the casino. Do you know what it's like to put 5,000 Rand down on a roulette table and win? And have
I don't know what that feeling. Yeah, hectic.
If you know what that feels like, I promise you, and hold the whole entire roulette table looking at you going, who the fuck is this guy? And I'll go cash out and they're like, can I have your bank card? I'm like, I want notes, auntie. I want notes. And that was a better addiction than any drug addiction I've ever had. And that's why my new lady was the one that said, look, let's leave this place. I'm about to buy a house because the casino's there. Thinking, oh no, I can win. I can win and survive.
Well, champ, I really hope that pans out for you. But I, sounds like you're juggling a
Mm.
lot there, and I'm hoping that you're
Not
prepared
really.
for it. For it.
Not really. I know for a fact I've stopped. And yeah, well, it's a bit admit. I do crave it. I'm close to going to buy. Like one
Hmm.
morning, I might go, but I'll do what I did like a year ago. I went one morning and I bought a 100 rand packet, and it was next to my bed for 4 days. And then we were doing a podcast, and I looked next to my bed, and it was sitting there, and it would have been on camera, but I hadn't
Ooh,
touched
I'm so
it.
glad you didn't do that. I'm
Yeah,
so
trust
glad.
me. You know what? It's been
You
years since I smoked, so why would I do it now? But the fact that it was there meant if
uh,
I wanted to, I could.
okay,
And
is
I
that
was like,
is that the mental test of
yeah,
yourself?
it's like,
It's
well,
still an
why?
active assist. Yeah. Okay.
Dude, put it this way, if I always thought to myself, if I go on your podcast and I'm high, you will notice. You would see. And then that's how much of a disrespect to you. That was quite a few days that in the beginning, like I dealt with that kind of like thing. Oh, Peter, I'll phone Peter later. Say, well, I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. Same as when I drove to Mykonos. It's like when I was driving to Mykonos, I was like, you know what? How many times I used to get as tucked as I could. I couldn't even see straight, and I'd drive somewhere with people in the car,
God
and I
damn, man.
thought,
Let's not do
but
that
meanwhile,
again.
yeah. So there's no demons to challenge anymore. Just the fact that I know I can't. It's like when I became diabetic, I was told I'm diabetic. I need to watch my sugar levels. I didn't care until one morning I woke up and couldn't move, and like I was nearly dead. My sugar was 29. At 24, you should be dead.
Yeah, that's gambling. That's gambling with your intestines.
Exactly. So I had
Chantal
to
says
stop and I
something.
had to look at my sugar.
Yes, Chantal says something important here, and I'm with her. Yeah, because there's one thing testing the boundaries of your mind, but then there's when you're tested and it's out of your control being tested versus you can't control whether you take the test or not. Wouldn't it be better not to avoid the test altogether, not to have that
That's
temptation? Yeah.
that's
Would
what's
you
gonna
say?
happen. It has to happen because obviously I've got a new lady in my life and we're planning on starting a life together. So I don't need somebody asking me what's next to the bed. And I know she'll leave. If she has to see if she knows I'm going to buy drugs, because I took her to where I was living. We drove through there and showed her
Mm.
where I was living, showed her the people. She knows the area. She was born and raised just down the road. She knows what type of place it is. So when reality hit that she knew what kind of place it was, she basically gave me an ultimatum going, are you done or not? And that's why I know the test a test alone, but she's there with me. So that test is pretty much, it's like me taking a pregnancy test. I know it's going to be negative, but I have, if I have to take it to prove a point, I don't have to take it to prove a point. We know I can't get pregnant. So that's
Uh,
where I'm seeing it now. So it's in my head. I'm admitting this stuff to you is easy. If she was sitting here looking at me now, I probably would keep quiet about most of it. But she's gone
eh.
to the shop. She's gone to spend some of my money.
Well, let's hope you're not, not snitching on her too much there. But it is very interesting, though. It is very interesting that you're not looking at any externalities like someone to tell you uh, or yeah, like almost cold turkeying it. What did Joey say over here? What did he say?
Looks can be deceiving.
Hang on a second. What did Joey say? He said something quite I want to bring up. Yeah, when it's your life and your sufferings to endure, then it's understandable. Yeah, he was making a comment about you driving. Yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
yeah. That's not cool. Let's
I'll tell you
carry
something.
on. Yeah.
The first day I got my car, and I know none of you can prove this, so I can say it. The first day I got my car, I wanted to see how fast, at what is the top speed I could put cruise control on. And I think I hit 240 down the N1, and I put cruise control on, and I put my foot up on the chair, and I was looking at the speedometer, and I came just past Canal Walk, and there's that long bend. All of a sudden, that long bend became one of the sharpest bends I've ever taken in my life, and I thought,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
what am I doing? I'm going to
Yeah.
hit somebody else and kill somebody else rather. And
Yeah, that's
I slowed down and now it's like every time I do something, I consider it, and I don't consider where I've come from and what I've been doing. I consider everything new with a new life and a new lifestyle and all that. So it's I'm the gatekeeper.
until
Yeah,
Chantal says you are the gatekeeper, and she never has to
mm,
be. Yeah. Yeah.
I told
Yeah.
her she'll never be my queen. She'll never be my queen. I want a princess. A queen sits and does nothing and just gets all the credit. I don't want that.
Um,
A princess has to kind of still do her thing and kind of be a princess and be a lady, and that's what I
uh,
want. So, I mean, the king and the princess, that's a little bit too bellable because that means it's family kind of into what. So I'm
yeah.
not I'm no king, I'm no nothing. I just want her to I want her to be and feel like a princess, and she
Okay,
wants
well,
to
here's
do her bit.
yeah.
This morning I was sitting here. Well, I woke
I
up
want to
what
defend
6:30.
Queens for a second. I want to defend
Say
Queens for a
again.
second. I want to defend Queens for a
Okay,
second.
let me hear this. Which
Yeah,
queens?
no, not the traditional type of queens, but the concept of a queen. You said the queen doesn't do
Mm,
anything. I
no, they
gotta I
don't.
gotta push back a little bit. I gotta push in the game of chess. The most powerful mover on the
Yeah, it's the
board,
queen.
which
Yeah,
is
exactly.
fair, right? Which is fair.
But what does
So
she
she,
do? What does
uh,
she do?
she
Nothing.
she
Everybody
moves.
around her does all the moves. She does the final move. She sits there and waits for everybody else to fuck up or fall, and
I don't know what kind
she
of
takes.
I don't know what kind of game of chess you're playing.
Well, if
But
the queen's alone on the board, can she win?
well, no. The point I was trying to make is
Exactly.
that the game
The
is over
people
when the
around her
queen.
make
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's the point I
Yeah,
was
but
trying to make. But then, yeah, well,
yeah, that's the
let's
thing.
talk.
I don't need someone that's going to sit and wait for all of us around her to fall, and then she'll take the victory. That's not what I want.
Yeah, fair enough. Then you're not playing chess. Then there are no princesses in chess. Oh,
Yeah, no. We play checkers and we play games with each other's hearts. That's about all we do.
there you go. A queen is a drag queen. She never. I never
That's what I
call
said.
her.
Which queen we talking about? Mince.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So we've been talking about an hour. So, champ, I want to go down the rabbit hole. I think we went down this rabbit hole. Is there anything else
Mm.
you want to add on this? I want to switch up a little bit. Yeah, quick. We've been an hour. It's getting
Yeah.
late. But
I think there's a lot I want to add, but the biggest thing I think of is you know what? I've done this for me. I haven't done this for anybody else. And
yeah,
other people in my life and things have changed and all that. But at the end of the day, I saw a goal and an end goal for me, and now it's changed.
mhm.
So I don't win chess. I don't win chess very often, but I win more than you. That's what I do know. But so I've done it all for me, and it's so amazing how when you look out for yourself, when you love yourself, people who love you so much quicker. People fall in love with you
Yeah,
so much quicker. So
100%.
I make a point, like I had to start afresh from like I had a necklace around my neck. That was the only thing I had, and I've literally had all the new wardrobe, everything. And while I've been doing it slowly but surely, if I wake up now and I feel shitty in the morning, I change. So when I walk out the house, I feel like I look I'm as good as I feel, and that's the
Cheers,
thing.
Arpad.
How about Siktan? Have a good evening. Have a good sleep. So
Good
yeah, so
motivation. Wake up in the morning. Yeah, go ahead.
make sure that I love myself. I love myself the most, and it just helps me see the world in a different light. And literally,
Yep.
if I walk out of the door and I go, if I don't go out, fuck me, I go in and change. So that when I walk out the house, I'd be like, "Whoo, who's that sexy dude there?"
Hmm.
And that's yeah.
I wanna sort of wind down this convo quick by asking you maybe one or two questions. Right? What, based on your experience, over the past 6 months and maybe throughout later life, what advice would you give a younger version of yourself? Pick an age. What advice would you give a younger version of yourself? Like, give it
If I look back to my 21st birthday, which was now 23 years ago, I would say to myself, yeah, I'd literally tap myself on the shoulder and go, "Well done. You might be cool. You might know it all, but you fucking up." And if I'd listened to anybody now that I look back, any of the people that's like any older person that gave me advice, you know what? That advice was actually proper, true, genuine advice. Now that I look back, anybody that was older than me that had any situation, even if it was a simple, stupid little thing, like All Gold tomato sauce has 36 tomatoes in a bottle. Don't take the synthetic one, the crappy, cheap one. And I look back now and I said, yeah, I should have. I should have taken the one that they recommend because it's healthier. I wouldn't have been diabetic if I'd taken the healthier option in sauces. If I stopped drinking at 12 o'clock to drive home, I would have got home safer than crashing how many cars. So if I look back now, any little bit of advice that somebody gave me, if I just took it out, and because now at my age, all of a sudden I'm taking all the lessons I learned that hurt so badly and putting them into one thing. And fortunately for me, it's something good. I've got a relationship that I'm like over the moon about, but I'm humble and not infatuated and not seeing it as puppy love. So it's all about just rather take advice from where it comes. You don't have to use it, but when you need it, you'll know you need it.
Okay, man. Look, I'm rooting for you, dude. I'm rooting for you. I mean, it sounds like you got the right mentality for this stuff, bro. I congrats, congrats, dude. Let
It's
me let me let
thanks,
me let
man.
me,
Yeah,
let me switch it up
I
over
think
here.
Sunday I'm gonna have to convince her to put something nice on and come and show her face and say hello. But
Hey,
I'm
yeah,
sure some people.
that would be nice. That would be nice. Look, always welcome at the upper room.
Mm.
Hey, appreciate good guests and new guests. Salute. So, guys, I wanna transition down to the second part of the rabbit hole. Now, I know it's late. It's 51 minutes in. Let's do a bit of a transition here, real quick. Let's see how this works.
Welcome to the Upper Room, where the future of Cape Town is born.
Hey, what was that? What did you think of that? What did you think of that?
The
I ran
future
one.
of Cape Town is born.
I didn't write that. AI wrote that. So I didn't. What do you think?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
nothing.
I haven't heard any pregnancy advice, heard nothing about moms and toddlers, don't know about what's being born here.
All gold, all full of sugar. Okay, I'm not sure the reference. Ches says the fact that you learned your lessons, Clinton. You're not in a race with anyone. Yeah, man. I would second that. I would second that.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, me too. But the thing is, you know what? Now when I realize that how valuable time is, I'm not in a race, but time is more valuable than I ever thought. You know, at the age of 44, to now only meet someone that I love enough to propose. It's the first time I ever proposed to anyone. The first time I've done anything. So I can remember every single first with this girl, this woman of mine. So
Mm.
now, hang on, I've wasted so much time. But if I didn't go through this over that time, I wouldn't be at this point in my life. So
Sweet.
there's no race. There's also there's no time limit to life. There's no time limit to, if I die tomorrow, I die happy.
Yeah,
Simple as
you know
that.
what?
You'll be
That's
rich. I
actually
put a name on my policies.
that's an interesting. Don't put ideas in our head. Don't you
Yeah, I
dare.
already did. I already did that. I didn't put a correct ID number until the day we actually married. Then I'll change the ID number. So she thinks she's getting it now, but until then,
That's smart. Now you're giving it away. Now you're giving it away. Crazy, crazy talk. So yeah, some of you love that this synthwave synth, and yeah, man. Okay, cool, sweet. Matt, you think that's awesome? Cool. It was a short prompt. Clinton, I want to transition
yeah.
over to this other thing, but first, I actually wanted to show maybe the elbow room. I'll save that for Sunday. I think I
Mm.
wasn't. Yeah, we had an interesting conversation. You guys in the comments, you let me know what you guys think. You guys have been enjoying it over there. I dropped a link to if you want to come join us here. Dude, did you hear about the earthquake that hit the Philippines?
No,
Speaking
I
of
didn't.
us
I didn't.
not having time, let me play this up. And I want to, there's two parts to this, right? There's two parts to this. Let me lace this up. I want to show the video. And then also, I want to ask you guys, the audience, a question. Let's see, video presentation. There you go. Actually, there you go.
Yeah, that's change 114. That comment's true. Oh, is it?
Hang on. Yeah, what's it? What's it? It's a cheers. It's a cheers. Okay, well, let's see what
Yeah.
cheers is. Let's see what cheers is. It just means you appreciate your time even more now than you would have in your 20s, Clinton. Now, nobody understands wasted time more than you, but it also means nobody will live more
I just
than
got
you.
goosebumps.
Yes.
I just
Yeah.
got goosebumps reading it because if I think about it, when in my 20s, I always had somewhere to go. I always had something to do. You know, my buddies and I would go 10-pin bowling every Wednesday in my 20s. I remember going, but now I like the last 2 days literally have lay in bed all day and looked out the window at the sea. And I've laid like my lady lay with me one day. The next day she got up and she did her own thing and that. But the fact that I could afford to, I had the time to do that. That's what I wanted to do. It was more enjoyable. I've never lay in bed and enjoyed a view as much as I do now. Because in my 20s, I knew there's 10-pin bowling at 8 o'clock. I've got to get up and get dressed. And I lost that kind of enjoyment of the stuff that is around. Like if you're stuck in traffic and you're late for something, don't moan, don't worry. You can't be any later than you go. You're going to arrive when you arrive. If it's your fault, you're late, tough. But you will get there when you should get there. You can't make it happen. So now I'm enjoying the view. I'm sitting and looking at the rest of the world going, I'll see you when I get there. And that, I mean, my girlfriend and I have been shopping 3 or 4 times now in the last 2 weeks at Canal Walk at 8:45. They close at 9. And we've still managed to, the one other night, we got her hair done. We bought an outfit for the weekend. I bought a suitcase. I bought 2 tracksuits, all from different shops in that 15 minutes that we were there.
Whoa.
So, when you need...
What kind of hair shit?
She's got her hair done. They stayed open for her. And I was like, well, that's awesome. So now it's time. Time is like, it's nothing. It's appreciating how we got there. I mean, we left home at 6:30. We got there 8:45. Yeah, I live in Muizenberg. It's not that much further. But the drive there was quite an adventurous one because we decided, let's go see the takeaways here. Past this car dealership, see what. So we got there, but we had fun getting there.
Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Well, Ches, you're a wise man. Ches. I think you nailed it over there. Let's see this. Now, speaking of time, I want to switch over to this. This happened this week. And I want to ask you something with regards to stuff like this that happens. So this is no one got hurt in the video, so let's not be freaked out. It's just a couple of things. Have you ever experienced a earthquake?
A few months ago there was that earthquake in Cape Town. I was sitting on the couch in the lounge. It felt like a mouse was sitting under the cushion, just pushing my bum up a bit. I was like, oh, and apparently it was an earthquake. So I haven't really experienced one. It's just like I sounded like my gate was opening, like a slight rumble. So yeah, that's about as earthquake as I've experienced. But I dated a few fat girls, and on a Sealy Posturepedic, I think I can explain a little bit of an earthquake.
I see what you're saying. I see what you get.
Yeah.
But this looks so freaking. I'm not gonna watch. We're not gonna watch the whole thing, but I have a poll.
It does look fun. It kind of looks fun though.
Yeah, it does. But man, I think one of the worst places to have an earthquake is like maybe a country with maybe shoddy engineering policies. You don't want to be in a building.
I'd rather experience an earthquake than step on a plug at night. When you step on a plug, it's upside down, or step on Lego. That's more painful than any earthquake. It's the way there's always random stuff that was like kind of I find fascinating. Like there's a beauty salon on one side and a fruit stall on the other side of the videos. Like these people where they live, you only see it during earthquakes. Like there's a tuk-tuk.
Oh, that's interesting. What's she doing? There's some dramatic ones. I think there was one where a building fell over.
He was telling them his shorts are too tight. And I lived in Hawkeys made of that sheet metal over there. That was my house walls.
That's for 10 weeks. Oh, for more. How long was it? 2 months?
Yeah, 3 months. It was January, February, March, April. Yeah, 3 months.
I'm going to put up
4 months.
Hectic, man. That's a
disaster
whole...
hits the other side of the world.
That's all of summer. So basically the entire summer 2025, 2026. You were busy.
These videos don't show how terrifying it actually is, because if you think about how must your body actually shake to move that much on a video. Like if I go like this now, it's never clear. Like it's quite jittery. But the fact that is like a steady movement that you can see everybody's. I mean, look at that.
And everything is moving, not just
everything is
one.
moving, yeah.
That's madness.
But I bet you the Wi-Fi still works.
Cat is chilling. Cat only notices now.
The cat's literally going, who's trying to wake me up?
Wow. Okay.
It's like, look at the speakers they have next to the TV. Why are they having a disco in their lounge?
Yeah, that's for loud TV. So yeah, I've got a poll over here. I've got a poll. It says when disaster hits the other side of the world. Yeah, the first thing she does is to pick up the phone. Yeah, you might go viral. You might go viral.
Of course. Of course.
So, Matt, you say you've experienced an earthquake. Can you elaborate? I thought you mentioned that you experienced a couple of earthquakes. What do you mean? Can you elaborate? Yeah. So
Yeah, I
that
think the
happened.
closest I got is I saw what's it called? I saw Thunderstruck live. That's the closest. What's that band called? Yeah.
Oh,
Night Night
AC/DC.
Chantaloo.
Yeah, Chantal, thank you so much for coming through. This is twice in a row, right?
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
That was a good night to Chantal.
Okay, game over. Right.
Yeah, it's nap time. It's nap time. The lunch is packed, kids in bed. It's slumber
Yeah.
fontaine. Me, slumber fontaine. But yeah. So what do you
Yeah.
guys think? Let me ask you this. When disaster hits on the other side of the world, right? Let's step away from ourselves for a second. What do you normally do? Do you follow? Do you follow it? If it matters,
Yeah.
do you check
I'm
in
gonna
on it
cause trouble
once?
now.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be controversial now. But
Uh-oh.
here's the story. When I see the signs on the wall that say "Free Palestine," but Jocelyn is still missing, I tell everyone I couldn't give a fuck about Palestine. There's problems 2 roads away from where I live. So when disaster strikes the other side of the world, and I'm not going to be booked for a corporate show, I'm pissed off that I'm not going to get the money. But as far as the effect on the people, that's their problem to deal with. Until we live in a perfect society and a perfect world, I really couldn't give a shit. I watch it because I watch the news. I like to be informed. Like when you ask me about something, I'd like to know about it. But to me, like the general knowledge I need is to be the general knowledge in the army that's fighting for a battle in our own society, our own country.
Right.
Can't have gangsters killing each other and children dying and then worrying about Palestine and earthquakes in Philippines. I can't send them money. I can't help them in any way. But if Gift of the Givers is going to go into Manenberg and stop the gang fights, I can find money to send them. But they won't, because people don't see it like that. People see where they can get the most recognition, not the most difference.
Okay. Interesting point there. I can't
yeah.
say I disagree. I mean, the principle is, take care of your own house first. You might
Exactly.
wanna-
And besides, if I saw a sign that said free tuk lollies, I would have gone every day. But I just see free Palestine, and I don't know what a Palestine is.
Can you smoke it? Oh my goodness. I hear you. What does Matty say over here? Once in Bethlehem High School. Oh, this is the earthquake. Once in Bethlehem in high school. To do mining in the area. Oh, okay. So mining explosions, and then again
in Bethlehem, with the manger and the donkey.
Yeah,
and the bright
three
light.
stars.
Yeah.
And what was that King Herod? Yeah, clearly. I guess you have a supporter. Yeah, he appreciates your standpoint.
Yeah, I'm honored that you appreciate me because just talking to you, like I don't know, I feel different about life compared to the last time I spoke to you in the podcast, which was I think it was like the 17th or 18th of January.
Yeah, this was still in Jan.
Yeah, it was 19th of January was when I got kicked out of my house. That's when I lost everything, all contacted people, everything.
Yeah. Dude,
so and then it was the 1st of May the money was paid into my bank account. So that was when my life like kind of re-altered a new time, like a new, which I never thought would happen. I thought I'd carry on from where I'd left off. Just did a rough patch, but yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but our government needs to care more about our country than other countries. I agree. When they have that covered, I'll worry about Palestine, Ukraine, South Sudan. I'm with you.
The government has spent so much money sending people overseas to like the firefighters to America, and that they've spent millions. Those millions are another 200-300 policemen salaries for Hanover Park, for Manenberg, for Parkwood, for the gang areas. But no, they don't do that. They send the army in. People who haven't fought and haven't been trained in close combat fighting. People who have camouflage that doesn't we can see them with their camouflage on. That's how silly it is. But it makes international news when there's South African firefighters all singing at the airport. I'm like, wow, they were so desperately needed. They had time to sing at the airport for 25 minutes. What about the fire they were there to fight? To me, it was a choreographed news event that made South Africa public, gave us publicity. So, and I'm not talking about gang areas. Lots of things. Yeah.
You know.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
All right. All right. So, okay. So, what are you guys thinking in the comments over there? Let me just check in with you guys. Should we carry on a little bit? It is late. We carry on a little bit. I want to carry on a little bit. There's more than earthquakes. I want to get into the rabbit hole. Yeah. Hang on a second. Let's do this. Okay, cool. Okay, that's the one. I think everyone agrees here. Check it once, then move on. Blah blah blah. Life's too short. Life's too short to dwell. I'm with you. Hang on a second.
Yeah, but I think I've also learned how to adapt to kind of just look. I used to have to keep everyone happy. So if I was sitting in a circle of people now who are all supportive of the Free Palestine or supportive of world events, I'd also be supportive. I'd support it just for their sake. But the back of my head, I'm going, you know what? You can't see your own problems at home, and you'd rather talk about other people's problems, and I'd rather just go with you.
Yeah, get out of town.
Like now, people can say, "Oh, Clinton was back on drugs," and Clinton, whatever story and rumor you want to spread about me, just let me know, because I'll add to it, and I'll tell you people it must be true. I must have been the dodgiest dude in the world, because you know what? The more people talk about me, the more shit I can add to it, the funnier and the happier it's going to make everybody else. And I'm still here with my ladies, living my life. So,
right,
like Conor McGregor, keep me relative. Look, he's fighting again.
There we go. Yep, 100%. Now we've got. I've added another poll here. Is Conor McGregor still fighting? Oh, he's back fighting again.
He's fighting on the 11th of July. He's fighting Max Holloway at UFC. The UFC, the White House event is this weekend, and then the 11th of July is the International Fight Week, and he's back fighting Max Holloway. But Max Holloway, I think, unfortunately, you know, like there's that Afrikaans dude in school. He was tough when he was 19 in Standard 7. He was even tougher when he was 21 in matric. But now that he's 24, he can't play for his team rugby. But he's not so tough. That's what Conor McGregor is. He's going to get a push clap of note from someone.
Yeah, look, he should just retire. I don't know how much money. Just stay away.
Yeah, but Max Holloway speaks outside of his mouth like he also his brain has been smacked skew. So the two of them, it's literally like clash of the special class kids.
Elder abuse. It's like,
yeah, it's like I can't draw for shit, but I'm artistic, whatever.
Okay. So I added the SA hosted 2010, 16 years on. Was it worth it? I think everyone agrees. I don't know if anyone can say yes. It was the pride was priceless. The pride was there, so we agreed the pride was there, but it was not priceless. It cost a lot.
There was no pride. The Rugby World Cup is what brought the Rainbow Nation. The Soccer World Cup is what kind of made us all try and want to stick together until we just heard non-stop that the whole world went never again. Never again. And that was a never again to both South African soccer support and South African soccer stadium support. So we basically thought something, we'd bring a new culture into the world soccer, and the whole world went, thank God that was finished. Even the Brazilians and 100,000 people in the stadium, even they were going, please, we'll give you the white lines you need for the rest of the year. Just stop blowing that thing.
I remember that even the Brazilians had some shit to say about what happened.
Yeah, I mean, literally.
Can we ask Milo? How does he know? Was he here? Were you here, Milo? Yeah, anyway. So, look, it's getting late. I want to play this video here. I think, let's see what we can think about.
Vuvuzelas echoed across stadiums and millions watched history unfold. 2010, South Africa, the first African nation to host the FIFA World Cup. A moment of pride, unity, and unforgettable football. But what happened after the final whistle? 15 years later, what became of those 10 incredible stadiums built for the world's biggest stage? Some are thriving, some are fading, and others are still searching for purpose. This is Sports Render, and today we're revisiting one of the most emotional football legacies ever, South Africa's 2010 World Cup stadiums. Where are they now?
Okay, so
exactly where they built them.
We start where the world watched glory. Soccer City, also known as the FNB Stadium, was the crown jewel of the 2010 World Cup.
Did you go to any of
where
these?
Iniesta's goal echoed.
Yeah, I went to the opening game, and then I went to the one game. I think it was France versus someone in Joburg. And then, I was booked for a few comedy shows, but I got the money, didn't do the shows.
Oh, okay.
and even massive concerts. From Beyonce.
You know, the planning and that around it, the events and all that went with the Soccer Cup were terrible. But the tourists were here for soccer, not for comedy shows. They weren't here for the events that were planned around it.
Stadiums have a story like this one.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
After
That's the
World
Cape
Cup,
Town one, right?
Cape Town Stadium struggled. Too expensive to maintain, not enough football to fill the seats. But it reinvented itself completely. Now it's home to rugby giants DHL Stormers and Western Province Rugby, plus
nice.
huge events like Justin Bieber, U2, and Monster Jam.
Did you ever
It's
go?
also become a major
the-
tourist attraction thanks to its unbeatable location.
Did you ever go to the stadium for a concert?
Cape
Yeah,
Town
yeah, I've been a few
Stadium
times. I went
from
for
White Elephant
Lincoln
to a
Park.
model of
I went
stadium
actually went to
rebirth.
Justin Bieber, but that's
Proof
because I knew
that
the sweaty girls were up
adaptability
against
is
me.
everything.
I went to Robbie Williams.
Masterpiece.
Something. I mean, I've been to a few. It's a stadium concert. It's a production that's world class. On Moan, I mean, it's really they close off Signal Hill so people can't go and park up there and watch for free.
Oh, that's kind of sneaky, but also kind of you can understand. You can sit there with your binoculars and still catch the whole full show, which is amazing.
Yeah, no. See, I've got new challenges in life. Like the next concert at the stadium, I'm gonna go, but I want to see if I can get caught having sex on one of the random seats in the nosebleed. Like there's always that video on YouTube. I want to see if I can be that dude. Like, me and my girl. Like while the concert was on, this guy was doing this, and then they moved the camera up, and there's some dude busy. I don't know. At my age, it'll be cool. I think it'd be fun.
It would be cool for a while, but then now you have to declare what your address is if you move in next door to people, if they have a register.
Yeah, but you know what? I think it's a few challenges that'll be overcome. Like at my age, that Mr. Happy don't just stand up for nothing. So that's the first challenge. When he's up, he's going to be on TV. And how am I going to explain that to my wife? 3 new challenges, I guess I'll face it on.
Good lawyer for that one. So Chase says FIFA are even bigger gangsters than the ANC. They exploited us and lost millions while trying to appease the FIFA mafia. Yeah, I remember there was a lot of corruption, money that changed hands.
Yo, Sepp Blatter, he's gone now. The thing is, if you look back, let's talk about apartheid for a second. The apartheid government was more corrupt than the government nowadays. The difference is they swept everything under the carpet. The new government comes in. What happens? The first guy that goes there steals the damn carpet they swept it under. That's why it's all in the open.
Damn, it's all exposed.
It's all exposed, like a dictatorship. Look at Idi Amin. When the guy that replaced Idi Amin, it was like, well, let's welcome the new boss. Exactly the fucking same as the old boss. So, soccer, FIFA is going to stay the same. It's going to stay a mafia. There's going to stay like worldwide stars like Ronaldo. It's going to continue over and over and over. Our country is going to be the same over and over. We're not going to move forward because we don't need to. Our country's running. We're doing okay. We've got a few stadiums that nobody gives a shit about. But I don't give a shit either. As long as I can make money and I can support my family, I think we're doing okay. And I mean, you've got a job. You're doing okay. You're doing good, bro. We're proud of you.
Yeah, doing okay. I could do with a couple of new T-shirts though. I'll tell you that.
I will definitely be getting you those T-shirts. I will be sending you those T-shirts. Unlike Joey and them, I will definitely send it because I see Joey and a lot of opinion in the comments, but no postal stamp on the packages, I guess.
There you go. I look like yeah. There we go. I saw that one. The architecture was kind of bizarre. I saw that one.
Yeah, but have you ever bought a Streetwise Steve from KFC? That one piece of chicken looks like it's got vagina lips on the top.
That's the one in there. That's the one that comes with the Streetwise Plus.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. That makes my lesbian instincts kick in when I see that.
All right. So earlier today, I think we were speaking about. We're gonna end off with this one. We were speaking about the emu wars. Have you ever heard about the emu wars, my guy? You ever heard about?
I haven't.
Okay,
no.
Well, let's find out what's the story with the emu wars, because Joey was the one who recommended that we have a look at this, and so
this better be good. Joey's on the blacklist.
I'm really hoping. There we go. Let's just find the video and make sure that I have the right video here. It said something about the emu wars. Is it here? There it should be. Yeah, there you go. That's it.
This better be better than Milo's commentating on chess.
Wow. Let's see what he has.
1932, its migrations to the southwest had made it a nuisance to wheat farmers.
Thanks,
A series
Joey,
of
for this.
actions that followed came to be known as the Emu War.
It's a topic that's captured the hearts and minds of internet users all over the globe. How did the Australian Army lose a war to a bunch of flightless
Oh,
birds?
there you go.
While it may
Peaky
seem
Blinders
comical
outfits. That's
now,
why they lost.
the Great Emu War, spanning just over a month in 1932, was serious business. So, how did the conflict start exactly?
Yeah, look at this. Holy
No
crap.
ways. No ways. I thought the Boer warfare in
After World
Gharries
War
and they were
II,
lying facing the wrong way was bad.
Australian servicemen were given land by the government in the wheat belt region of Western Australia, with hopes they would start a new life. That didn't quite go to plan.
Okay.
The Great Depression of the early 1930s sent wheat prices plummeting, and farmers expanded their crops as they looked to muster a profit.
All right.
That's when the emus showed up.
Hmm.
As many
That
as
kind of
20,000
ostriches, right?
migrating emus found their way onto farms.
Yeah, no,
after
yeah, they're
breeding,
like a
in the
midget
process
ostrich.
destroying fences and valuable grain.
Yeah, Joey, yeah, you
You know,
recommend it. Oh, what?
Short people are always angry. You know, when there's someone bigger than you, you're always angry. Short man syndrome.
Soldiers were deployed with machine
Look at this.
guns, but their feathered foes proved elusive.
Ew.
The emus are more than holding their own, read one report from the Daily News dated November 3rd.
Wow.
Only
You couldn't even
20
get
emus
one.
were reportedly killed on the first day of battle, with many more injured.
Of battle.
Ambush on November 4th
How about battles when
went
two
awry
sides fight,
and a
not one
machine
side
gun
fights, the other one
jammed,
doesn't need to
with just
battle.
12 of the 1,000 assembled birds killed.
Uh,
When the army withdrew on
Renee says,
November
"I
8
don't
after 6 days
understand."
of battle, 2,500 rounds of ammunition had been used.
That's
to
me and
kill
my buddies
between
when we heard this free
300 and
cook.
500
Here we come.
emus. In a second cull, soldiers destroyed thousands of emus before a ceasefire was called on
What a
December
cool
10.
ceasefire and emus.
A
The
ceasefire
Outlaw
was
War is
called.
stuff of legend, with stories passed down from generation to generation. Ralph English's father managed a property next to the battleground during the Emu War. Ralph says when in full flight, the birds
Is
do
Leon's
serious
sister going to come in
damage.
here and say there's a camarada and a camarada? This can't be real.
Serious.
This can't be real.
Emus are just
It's like a
naturally
legit
migrate
thing.
south. And of course, as soon as they come across some wheat or something in paddock, they thought
We
they were
better
in
keep
heaven.
Ota in
So
lockdown. If those fucking
the
ostriches get
worst
out,
part
we in
about
shit.
emus is
bro.
that
Oh, yeah, it's over. It's over.
it's not what they eat, it's what they flatten. Like they just tramp around out in the crop and knock it all over and play in it and just be a damn nuisance.
Can
In
they
Merida,
try
60 kilometres south of
the Lion
Campion,
Wars?
library
think
manager
so.
Wendy Porter has trawled through the archives where she's uncovered little-known details about the battle, including two men who reportedly tried to pay their tax with dead emus.
That's actually how I first found out about the
Wow.
Emu Wars. I was going through the papers.
Pay their tax
You
with
look at all
dead
the
emus.
ads and the court reports and all that. It's interesting because of how they wrote. There was no political correctness, none of this. So it gets very interesting. But I actually saw an article on two wheat belt farmers who decided to pay their tax bill or try to pay their tax bill with emus.
Imagine I could.
So then you do a search on emus, and then the Emu Wars come out.
She
Oi.
says talk of Western Australia seceding from the rest of the country contributed to the army being
Imagine,
called in.
dude. Imagine
Going
that.
through all the reports, it became clear to me that there had to be something else around it. And that's when I started finding the information that WA was talking about seceding. So looking further,
You need a
and there's
husband.
reports.
You got time to research
saying
emu
that
wars. You need a penis.
There was problems in WA. We need to help them.
So, who won the war?
I'm glad
It's
you
hard to
discovered
say.
these emu wars.
Some say the emus lost the battle but won the war. Others say the
Okay,
farmers
yeah.
lost.
I heard
They
that
used
saying.
so much ammunition to kill such few birds. One thing's for sure.
He had a
Australia
bazooka?
greatly underestimated
Did I
the
see a
emus.
bazooka? They had a bazooka.
I think Iraq was justified now, America. Iraq is justified. Wasn't as fucked up as this one.
Yo, man.
I wonder if there's a famous song like Delray.
Probably, if they, you know,
Emu War.
knowing Australians, they probably got an anthem or something like that. That's nuts. The Great Emu War. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so that's a real thing. It's a freaking real thing.
Yeah, no wonder everyone fucks sheep. It's like the sheep are sympathetic with the humans. Dude, you guys lost to the emus. Come, we'll take one. Come give us one year. You got taken by the emus.
Oh shit. So I wanna
We're
take you down. Yeah, go ahead. I wanted
gonna
to
make
take you down.
Vegemite for the emus now.
Vegemite out of the emus. Hang on a second. What is it?
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, can we airdrop emus glands on the Cape Flats? I don't know. Yeah, you know, could you gazette that and then we could put it to a vote province wide? All right, sweet.
Yeah, no, I think
look,
that might be a good idea. But you can imagine what they're gonna say. That if everyone's gonna be getuk, walk outside the hockey, go, yo, my bro, you must see how big are the chickens.
oh my goodness, yeah.
KFC wholesale.
Here we go. I want to show this one last one. What the hell? Here we go. I think this was kind of what it sounded like when I went to catch the Argentina game. Hang on a second. I just want to play this for the sake of going down the rabbit hole. And this is from what? 15 years ago. Germany versus Argentina.
That's noise, like there's bees.
You hear that?
Yeah. And Zinedine Zidane, remember, somebody said something about his mom, so he hit him. Imagine he let one of the colored people talk to him. He heard a lot about his mom.
Yo, I couldn't even hear you there. Yeah, this is Cape Town a couple of years. Well, a couple. Did I say a couple of decades ago now, almost?
Oh, offside!
Fully offside. Anyway, that was that.
Yeah. I got somebody who wants you to meet, bro. She's,
Oh,
oh,
there you go. Let me
come-
stop
just-
sharing
let me
that.
go, let me go. Hang on a second. She's just coming round. She was watching the Soccer World Cup clip, so she just
Yeah,
told me
we-
that she's going to come say hi. Say hello. Everyone,
Oh,
there's
hello.
Mon. That's the lady I was talking about. Say hi.
Congrats.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna
going to
do
get
this
her to talk to us on Sunday.
Yeah, put it on Sunday. Come join us. Let's talk a little. Yeah, you know, congrats. we hang out on Sunday. It's all good vibes. Yeah. All right, guys. Look, it's kind of late. I want to start landing the plane. All right, Clinton, you let me know when you pull up. You pull up. I'm gonna put you over here. I'm gonna put you to the side. Let me get some music going. Yeah, just tell me when you pull up. There you go. Let me get some music going over here. So yeah. Look, thank you guys for hanging out. This was fun. You know, catching up with an old buddy. We didn't get into the nitty gritty, but we don't always have to get into the nitty gritty. A good conversation at the upper room is kind of the order of the day, you know. There's a chat here in a minute. No, it's all good. It's all good, big dog. Laptop is about to die. Actually, you know, let's bid you adieu, Clinton. Thank you so much for coming through. I will see you on Sunday. So cheers, Clinton. I know your laptop is about to die. Don't worry about it. Have a good one. Yes, and let's go into the chat. Cheers. Thank you so much for hanging out and joining us. Yeah. Appreciate the commentary, the back and forth. This is what it's all about. Yeah. And by the way, sorry about the glasses. My eyes are so tired. I've been so tired today. I don't want to look all weird with my glasses, so I put these on. These are not a big thingies. Oh, Clinton is back. Oh, there he is. Let's get you back. Yeah, hey, how's it?
Sorry, I got a
How's
new
it?
laptop. New laptop and the battery settings were on. Don't warn me, just die.
Okay, sweet. No, we were just saying goodbyes over here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, thanks for coming through. So Sunday we'll do this again. It says hi, lady. Yeah, you could be. Yeah. from Cheers and
Yeah, she didn't tame. She didn't tame no beast. She didn't tame no beast. We were both beasts and are now learning how to be tamed together. So I know I'll be better off with her, but I know I'll be okay without her. And I think she's the same, and that's why I want to be with her. That's the thing. It's like that. It's now a choice we both want to make, not something we're forced to do, something we have to do.
Love is in the air. All right, that's good, man. You know, I'm super happy for you, big dog. Yeah, and Renee says whipped. Yeah, Clinton, could you blink twice?
I've got handcuffs on the bed. If you don't believe me, I can show you.
I believe you.
Actually, wait. Hang on a second. Don't look at the bed that's not made. But this is on the bed, and I didn't put them there.
Oh, I see. It's an early night. It's a late. Says no. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. I'm kind of bushed, and I'm sure you guys are bushed too. Pull in on Sunday. You know, the Sunday lunch. Pull in. Drop clips and whatnot in the Discord. Something that you want us to have a look at, we'll do that. It's, you know, during the week I'm so busy, I struggle to catch up. But Clinton, go handcuff someone. And
yeah, dude, I'm thinking, why don't we try something different? Why did you come and have Sunday lunch at my place and we do it all together live? Let's try that for a change.
I tell you what, I'm lactose intolerant, but I will pick you up on a beer at a pub or something. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so if we come have a beer, we can do it from here.
Okay. No handcuffs involved, all right?
No handcuffs. Trust me, when you're dead, you don't need handcuffs.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Cheers.
I love you all.
And yeah, we'll talk again on Sunday. And until then, please don't take each other for granted. Yeah.